Well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for obviously our instant reaction to Wolves 2, Arsenal 2. Um, yeah, we don't really do instant reactions, so this is gonna be a bit mad. I can't lie, because I've had a couple glasses of wine and I'm spitting bullets tonight, you know. But anyway, before we get into it, obviously I'm joined by Neil, aka Dodzy. Stupid question, but in general, how are you doing other than the game?
Yeah, man, I had a really good day up until about 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, no, about 10 past 8, and then it went downhill from there, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
We'll leave it there for now. Coach Ali, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm all good, boys. Not too bad. Been a busy day at work. First day of Ramadan.
Hmm.
So I will be hydrating through the stream. Nothing
Hmm.
to do with Arsenal. I need to make sure I'm nice and ready and hydrated for the day 2 of Ramadan.
No problem, no problem. I think we've got someone backstage. I think we might be being joined by somebody else. Let me just double check who has
Okay.
popped in. So yeah, so we've got Nick, aka Geeks. One second.
Bobby's look at that. Bobby still got me down as that name, bros. What is that?
Sorry, sticker model.
yeah,
I need a laugh.
something,
I need a laugh.
something,
Nick,
something's
that's
got to
your
make me
fault,
laugh.
Geeks. That's
So yeah,
Geeks'
so
fault.
obviously we brought in Nick's aka Geeks. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I've been better. Yourself?
I've been better. Yeah, all good. We're gonna get
This
into
is
it.
a
We're gonna
therapy
get into it.
session. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
gonna get into it.
I'm not gonna say nothing until this starts properly.
Yeah,
So,
man.
We're gonna get into it.
My poor wife sat next to me, so she's going to witness all of this.
She'll
Yeah.
probably start laughing.
Yeah,
In a
she's
second.
I mean,
laughing about the football.
Don't worry.
the best place to start, even though obviously we're just coming out of the game, etc. The best place to start right now is obviously with the starting lineup. So about 7 p.m. tonight, we started. Obviously, the lineup was, came out. We got Raya in goal. We got back four of Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and Hincapié. And then a midfield three of Zubi, Rice, and Saka came in for the 10. And then a front three of Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of summarize for all of you because we'll welcome Brenny to the stage. Hi, Brenny. I'm just gonna summarize for all of you because I think it's pretty unanimous that we were all happy with the lineup. We expected who was going to be in goal was in goal. I mean, you can't argue with the back four of Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and Hincapié. It was nice to see Saka come in at the 10. Some of us might have preferred to have seen Eze, but I know from looking at the timeline, most of us were quite happy with what was going on with Saka coming in at the 10. And then it made sense, Madueke on the right, Gyökeres through the middle, and then obviously Martinelli got the nod over Trossard. For the first part of this show, like before we even to get into it, because we can talk about the game, we can talk about like obviously, Saka got the goal. We went 2-0 up, we're giving away a 2-goal lead. I kind of just want to go around the panel really and I just want to get your thoughts, to be honest. Thoughts on the game, thoughts on the performance, thoughts on the impact this result is gonna now have kind of primarily on the rest of the season. So I'm gonna go in order of the screen, and I'm gonna go to you first, Neil. So the stage, the screen is yours. Say how you see it.
Weak, mate. Weak. That performance was weak. The ball, the passing, the enthusiasm, the guile to get onto the second ball, it just was lackluster, and I'm seeing it over and over again. And I am trying, man, to be positive. I am trying my hardest not to physically and mentally lose my SH1T on camera, because I just don't see the fight. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it now. I don't see this team I just don't see this team pushing for the title like they should do. I don't see the fight. I see Martinelli walking up and down the pitch at the end of the game. I don't care if you run until you vomit on the pitch. Get to the ball and make a run. Do something. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know Trossard was wasting time there. Get up. Get up and get on with the ball.
Yeah.
It is a contact sport. Get up and get on with the game. I see players in the first half, Zubamendi, Rice, passing the ball backwards. Timber, not one forward pass, not one line-breaking pass against a team that have won one game this season. It's pathetic. This team's mentality, I don't know if it comes from the manager, I don't know what it comes from, but it's pathetic. What they showed on that football pitch today is utterly pathetic. And that team will not win the league like this. Well, they won't win the league. They have just given the league to City in this game this evening.
Oh, Charlie.
Interesting. If I say what I really want to say,
Say
there'll be a
it.
lot of
Say it,
a lot
mate.
of swear words.
Say it. You've got to be honest. Say it.
I'm trying my best to
I'll
stay
get the bleeper
composed.
ready. I'll get the bleeper ready. Go on, just.
You've got to be honest.
This has been coming for weeks. This has been happening since December. So for me, I'm actually not even annoyed now because not anymore. There's nothing to get annoyed about, boys, because we have been in this situation many times before over the years, and this is nothing to do with PTSD. Let's just go through just this season. You're 2-0 up, you gave away a lead. We were laughing at Man City to give away a 2-0 lead against Tottenham. We've done exactly the same thing. So from this point onwards, I think today was probably the final nail in the coffin. We've dropped points against Brentford away. We've dropped points against Wolves away. We should have won the Brentford game 1-0, and we should have won this game 2-1. It's as simple as that. So that's the Premier League title gone, in my opinion, at this stage. Things can change. Leeds might go and do us a favour, but now we are in a position where we have to stay perfect until the end of the season, which we won't. I think we play passive football at times. I feel like when we go ahead, we sit back, and that's more on the players than the manager from the last two games that I've seen. Him, the way he moves around in his dugout and the way he's barking out instructions. Not all the time, but in bits and bobs, in spurts, he says push on, push forward. But these players seem to sit back. I don't think these players are as good as we think they are. I don't think this squad is as good as we think it is. And we deserved to draw today. And here we are. The stats suggest something different. But if we're talking about just looking at the game and how it went, as the game went on, we became less physical. Communication between players was non-existent. Keeping the ball up front became non-existent. And I'm seeing some stats here now on the screen. 2 draws, 4 draws. So in the last 7 games, 4 draws, 2 wins, 1 loss.
It's not championship form.
We are not winning the Premier League. We are definitely not winning this Premier League. And if we do, it's because Man City were shitter than us. Not because we were better than everybody else. And before the Sunderland game, we were there. And then I lost my shit a little bit in the Sunderland reaction. Those were my warning signs. And we have to go into every single season like with a clean slate. We have to back our team. We have to back our manager. We have to back our players, the staff, etc. But it's the same old shit, different season. Very predictable. What is that? 58 points. They win their game in hand. 56 points. Goal difference 2. The goal difference is 2. So yes, it's a negative evening. Everyone's pissed off. in one way or another, well, it's not good enough. And I don't think. I mean, let's open this up to everybody. Let's have a chat about it. Where do we go from here? Because is it Arteta's fault? Is it the players' fault? Which players need to be sold? These are the questions that we need to ask right now, because you got these Big Gabby, Big Gabby, what are you doing at the end? You're doing a William Gallas, mate. What the fuck, bro? You're slapping the floor like a kid. If your goal is called for the ball and you've headed it, what the hell? You want the goalie to come out and catch the ball, bro. What the fuck are you doing, bro? He done it against Bournemouth. Yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
You're not fucking learning, bruv.
Yeah.
But, Big Gabby this, Big Gabby that. It's not acceptable, man. Now I'm going to go off the fucking handle after seeing all the stats and shit on TV. It's not acceptable, guys. Drop Gabby, man. Play Mascara. Mascara's not making that mistake.
Well, I don't know. Out of the two,
We made that mistake in the lineup, in what we showed. He should have started. The guy's on form. Why are we not playing players on form? We never do. Mikel never does. He always reacts. He's waving at them to get up the pitch when it's 2-2. It's too late, bruv. What are we doing here? Every season, same stuff. They're frauds, man. What is this?
Yeah.
They drop deep. What do you expect?
Yeah.
What are Wolves that shit? They're not gonna try to come forward if you give them the space. It's not rocket science, man. These players are doing it to themselves. Forget the manager. The manager's not on the pitch. We've scored 52 goals this season, but we're supposed to be negative and shit in attack. We need to start blaming these players, man. Not making the right decision at the right time. Whenever it's a pressure game, a pressure moment, Champions League, FA Cup against Man United last season at the Emirates, if it was the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain at home, not good enough. When the pressure's on, Arsenal Football Club do not perform. When the pressure is off, we beat teams 3-4-5. It's not acceptable. They're putting the ticket price up by 3.9% next season.
Yeah.
For the match goers, yeah? Well, for what reason are you putting the price up? There is no need. I'm watching this goal again, the 61st minute. Look, what is that? It's a fantastic finish, but we should have been pushing up the
Ali,
pitch,
but it was a fantastic finish.
A lot sooner.
We caved on the right hand side. We didn't defend.
It's not good enough, guys. I'm telling you now. I'm sorry for that, but I'm telling you now, it's not acceptable.
Look at the clearance before that.
Years,
yeah, exactly. We didn't get a red on the ball.
22 years, and we still can't get it right. I just came from work today, and a Chelsea fan was bantering me, a good friend of mine, yeah. And I was like, "Nah, it's all good. We'll sort it out. I'm still calm. I'm still calm right now. This ain't me pissed off at 100. Yeah. If I was in that dressing room, I swear to God, those players are not going to bed. They are not going to bed. I'm taking them to the training ground tonight and sorting them out.
Yeah, right.
Because it's not acceptable, guys. They're making the same mistakes in December, in January, in February. We are not learning. How many more times can we say, lads, geeks? How many more times can we say, "Oh, we've let in another worldie"? Like that excuse has now run its course. Yeah. That excuse ran out against Manchester United at the Emirates. Look at the defending by Calafiori on the line. What is that, bro? Like, where Gabriel made the mistake. How is Calafiori letting that ball in the net? It's hit him. He's diving before the ball has got to him. All he's got to do is stick his tummy on it. Tony Adams is not doing that. Steve Bold is not doing that. Lee Dixon is not doing that. It's straight at him. I've just seen it.
Yeah.
How is that gone in the goal? After all our errors, that ball should have been cleared off of the line. I'm watching it again. Volley straight through. He's got himself in his legs have gone like this. Just stay front on it, hit your chest and go straight back out.
Exactly.
He can't even do that. But Calafiori is this amazing player. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Just give the floor to somebody else, because I could go on all night long saying this stuff, because I've been holding this stuff in hope that they would change. G, Bobby, Brenny said it at the beginning of the season. Ali, I'm not too sure about this team. They were not too sure about the manager, sorry. I'm not too sure about any of it at this point. And this is not, yes, it's an instant reaction, but even in 2 days' time when we talk, I'm going to say the same thing. I'm very calm, I'm composed in what I'm saying. Yes, I might be annoyed at how I'm saying it and how it's coming across, but this is not going to change. And if we do win the league from this point, it's because we were lucky.
We were better than
because
the
we
shitter
deserved
person.
to win it. We have not earned the right to win it and say to everyone, we are better than you. No, we're just better than the rest of the shit that's in this league. That's all it is. That's what it comes down to. Because with the players and the names on the team sheet and in the squad and the ones that are not there and that are injured, we should be 10 points clear, guys. And we're going to be 2 points behind probably. And you got to win. Basically, now we've got to be perfect. And that's not going to happen. And I think Man City can potentially go on a run.
We're not going to be perfect. Let's face it. Brenny,
we're not good enough.
Brenny, I'm going to come to you.
Yeah. Well, I just did a quick match reaction now. I didn't even talk about the goals. I was just so fucked off. So I just thought no. And what it is for me is that for since last season, we drew too many games, and I felt we could have made more of an impression of it if we hadn't drawn so many games. But there were those last season that were basically thinking, "Oh no, it's okay, it's no biggie, it's no big deal," because we're still in the Champions League. And what I saw tonight, it doesn't surprise me, because I've been saying this. There's been times where on my channel I've been saying this, and I'm no Arteta fan. Everyone knows I'm no Arteta fan. I wouldn't cry if he left tomorrow. And for me, the difference is, I want Arsenal to win every game. I want the manager, I want the players to prove me wrong. I want them to, and it's not been the case. I don't know if you all heard me in the chat earlier, but what concerns, I mean, right now, this isn't even about the manager, because he picked a side tonight that was good enough to get the 3 points.
Yeah.
What concerns me, right, is it's our attacking. I mean, look, we didn't play football tonight. I don't know what that was, but I've seen better at my local club who I go and see, because they put in 150% every time they play. All of them turn up and put in a shift, win, lose or draw, and that's non-league football. What I keep seeing from the front three is that you'll get out of one of the front three, you'll get one of them that will have a fantastic game, and you get two of them, regardless of the result, will have poor games. If you're playing in midweek, it could be a Champions League game, they will put in a shift. And then the following weekend, that same player who had a good game before is now having a stinker. Yeah. And then you've got the other two. Then you've got the other two players who had a stinker the week before. They're having an amazing game. Or if they're coming off the bench, they're impressive. It's just, you know what? It's inconsistencies in that front three is really damning. It's bothered me for time. I've not even said anything about it up until now. Victor Gyökeres, who I like Gyökeres. I mean, I rate him, but tonight I thought, yeah, he's going to get a brace tonight.
He was weak.
You know what I mean?
Very weak.
Yeah, Wolves struggling. to pick up the points. I mean, they're going down regardless of the result today. But we didn't. We that second half we didn't turn up. It's like when we went 2-0 up. I thought, okay, let's go get the third goal. Let's go get the fourth goal, and we keep doing this. What's going to happen is, regardless of City winning their game in hand, yes, we're going to be 2 points clear. But there was all those weeks ago who was like, it's only 6 points, it's only 4 points. Don't worry, it's okay. We should be 13 points ahead in this league, for crying out loud.
Yeah,
we should be. If this was if we were up against a City from who won the treble 2-3 seasons ago, then we'd be the title would have been over already. They'd have been 14 points ahead, 14, 15 points ahead.
Yeah,
no problem. They would have been. We're just not. I don't get why we're not capitalising, and also, does these players, do they want a league title? Do they want a league title? Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. How many Premier League medals he's got? About what, 2 or 3?
Yep.
Can you not galvanise these lads? Victor Gyökeres has won a title. I know it's not here, but I know he's won a title for Lisbon. He knows what it takes to win a league title. We have players that have what it takes to win titles.
Encourage us,
galvanise them. Exactly. An incredible season by Leverkusen. You don't need the manager to tell you anything when those players tell you, come on now, lads, done this all before. Right, come on, this is the one. We go 7 points clear tonight. And we're going to do. So, you know what? It's for me, it's not even, like I said, the buck stops for the manager. For me, it's not about the manager tonight. It's the players who did not turn up tonight, as far as I'm concerned. And
we did not turn up, and we were 2-0 up. That's my. That's what's pissed me off even more.
Yeah,
you're 2-0 up. We haven't turned up. We're 2-0 up, and you still can't defend a 2-0 lead. Since the Sunderland game, how many back-to-back clean sheets have we had in the Premier League? But we're relying on our defence to win us the title. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't know if Bobby's got those stats. Bobby said something about the players and the manager or something. I don't know if you can get that comment back up. But we know that he's controlling and things like that, and his in-game management has been questionable over the season. But come on. Just the story of Arsenal. Yeah. Where's the minerals? He doesn't have, it's very hard because at the end of the day, it's a team sport. I'm very, very lucky. Look, my Jordan's just messaged me about the football. I'm very, very lucky that I coach at a very high level in boxing, right? I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in, and you learn things off various other coaches, like Arteta does when he's talking about a WhatsApp group with various other coaches from different sports and trying to get ideas and tactics and so on, mentality, whatever. I get all of that. I cannot accept these players that go out on the pitch hiding behind the manager all the time. There's the buck has got to stop somewhere. If I'm a coach and the fighter loses or something like that, in boxing you always see the fighter leave, but that shouldn't be the case, because sometimes the fighter just has a bad day at the office and they end up losing, but they end up changing their coaching staff and they go to another coach, then they may end up losing over there. So what was the point? What was the difference? Do you know what I mean? So these players need to take responsibility and do what Brenny said on the pitch. Lee Dixon said the right thing earlier. He was like, I'm looking forward to this week, massive week for Arsenal. These players have got to go out there. The elder statesman in the squad has got to come and G. The elder statesmen have got to come and G up the younger ones. Where is that? Brenny's absolutely spot on. Arteta can't do everything.
Do you know what I can take?
Arteta. I'm not Arteta. Like the boys have said, I'm Arsenal win. We are all Arsenal win. I don't give a shit about who the manager is, and I don't care who the players are. Just win trophies, boys.
I want to
We're
give.
Arsenal
I
fan-
want to
we're
give
Arsenal-
one second. I want to give Nick, aka Geeks, the stage because he's the only one that haven't spoken yet. Go ahead, Nick.
I think my biggest issue is we have galvanised City. And you don't need to galvanise that team. This performance has just sent out a message saying we're bleeding in the water, come and get us. And we're not sharks. We're not hunters. We're not going for this. We're not tearing teams up. We have just conceded 2 goals to a team that had previously had 16 goals all season. How do we do that? There is a big problem with mentality within this team. I've got a real issue. I've got real issues with Saliba. I've got real issues with how Saliba is playing airily to how he plays on the deck. When he plays on the deck, the guy's near world class. When he's airily, he's getting targeted and he's losing. That first goal, we didn't handle it on the right-hand side. We lost control on the right-hand side. They switched to play over to the left. Good hit. But we should have dealt with that. The second goal is just like, it's the story of our season. We've seen it against United. We've seen it against Sunderland. We've seen it against Brentford. The ability to play through Arsenal. We're talking about Wolves, 9 points at 16 goals. They were playing through us because we lost control in the midfield. Martinelli looked like a walking corpse. I don't know what that cameo from Trossard was all about. And then you've got players like Norgard that can come in and grab control and know what it's like to be in the trenches. So, and that's what we needed. Whether it was Zubi off or whatever it was, I felt like the wrong choices were made. And every single time I say about an Arsenal team, I'm always worried about the lineup and that what is the mental temperature that Arteta has set in that team. What is the mentality of them going out onto that pitch? Are they like using Ali's boxing vernacular? We are like an Anthony Joshua after the Ruiz fight. We've got all the tools, but we keep gassing. Mentally's not right. We're getting in there and it looks like we're vulnerable, you know. If someone goes hard enough at us, they're going to take us out. And that is exactly what we're seeing. United were direct. Brentford went direct. Wolves went direct. And we couldn't cope. We couldn't track the runners. We couldn't shut them out. And then when we need to show composure and when we need to show a bit of quality going forward, my gosh, what is up with this forward line? I've been saying on this channel for months, Arteta needs to fix the forward line. He needs to fix the attack.
You know, we say we need to fix this forward line, Arteta. He's tried so many different combinations, nothing's working. So what are we basing this down on? I don't think.
Okay, so when I'll answer that though, Ali. So when there were times, but when no, they're not. We've got too many players in our squad that are operating out of 6 out of 10. But it's like Eze. Rather than letting Eze build a head of steam, he brought Odegaard straight back in. What is that doing? Like you have a what is Saka done?
What did Eze do against Brentford?
Agreed. But then we are now, but we're looking for Hail Marys now. You've got a player that's out of form, that's not been given 6, 7, 8 games as the main man. And now you're asking him to step on the pitch and be the man. How the hell do you do that? You need to find your rhythm. You need to play. And this is what we've done wrong with
but the thing is, he's not playing. Sorry, this is going to be a conversation where, like, you're gonna
go for it.
Flow with it. Yeah, you're not. Eze was bang average against Brentford.
Yeah, it was.
Why are we bigging him up against Wigan? Like what? I told you guys this yesterday. Don't get carried away with the Wigan result. They were bang. They were shit.
You know what?
Odegaard gets picked up from a couple of touches.
They were 6-1. They lost 6-1 to Portsmouth, who we beat 5.
Oh yeah, Ali, I get you, but I feel like the damage has been done in the earlier part of the season when we should have been finding chemistry. It was breaking the team apart.
Saka don't run back.
They're
leaving gaps, and then fans are putting in the chat. They're not tracking back. They're not defending. So what do we want? Do we want these players to go off and run, and we defend one-on-one? Or do we want our shape to come back in from our attack to midfield to defence?
Ali,
we can't have it both ways as fans. We can't say we want Eze to play, and then he doesn't fucking run back, and then we cuss him for not doing that. Yeah. And then
It's
when
been
we
me
play
6 out of
somebody
10
else,
performances, 5 out of 10 performances.
they're not good enough. Get rid of the
Haven't
manager. Let's see if they're good enough.
Yeah.
Because
The
we're
reality
not
is,
winning
though,
shit.
the thing is, though, yeah, the reality of the matter is, yeah, it's like I'm sitting here and obviously I've listened to all of you, and you know what, like life. One thing life has taught me, yeah, is to like I've become a bit of a pessimist. You know, at the same time, I'm a pessimist, but I'm an optimist. So I'll explain. So I'm a pessimist when it comes to Arsenal. The thing that really annoys me about Arsenal is that I've got this PTSD from season on season on season and seeing us failure. And this is the reason why.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I've not been excited this season. We're top of the Champions League. We're top of the Premier League. We're in the cup games. Rare, blah blah blah. And one of the reasons why I've never really been excited is because I've seen this script play out before, and
Yeah.
every season comes along, I think to myself, you know, okay, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. But the reason why I'm a pessimist is because I'm a pessimist when I have to rely on others. When it comes to me, I'm an optimist because I know where I put my mind to, I'm going to achieve. I'm going to do it. But when it comes to Arsenal and I have to rely on this club to deliver, brother, I was freaking 20 years old when we won last one the league. Now I'm 41 sitting here with fucking grey hairs. Do you know what I mean? So
Titanic. It's been
Bro,
54 years.
So it's been a long time. It's been a
Oh
long,
my
long,
God.
long
Look
time
at these
since we won the
fucking,
league.
look at this, bro.
And you know what,
Fucking
yeah?
hell, man.
You know what? Like, I hear what everyone is saying about players, yeah? But this is the nature of the Premier League and nature of football. The buck stops with Arteta. He's the manager.
Too negative.
And his job is to get the best out of these players. Okay?
Yeah.
And whether you think he's getting the best out of them or he's not getting the best out of them, whether they're good enough, whether they're not good enough, we've sat here and we've said, arguably, we have the best squad in the league. Arguably,
on paper, we do.
Europe, in paper. So at the end of the day, regardless if Eze's shit against Wigan or Eze's playing here or Gyökeres this, Gyökeres that, Rice this, Saka this, Saliba this, whatever the situation is, brother needs to win a damn cup. He needs to win some trophies. At the end of the day, he came into the club and he won an FA Cup. Then let's be honest. Let's be real. Okay? Like, I'm not going to take anything away from the fact that he won an FA Cup. But ever since he won the FA Cup, there's been nothing. And I said at the beginning of the season, I said, this brother needs to bring home a trophy. If he doesn't bring home a trophy this season, he has to go. And my stance is not going to change. And I've sat here on so many streams, and this is one of the reasons why I've never got carried away with this team, because I've seen this situation play out so many times. These man are mentally weak. They are mentally weak. Do you understand? I've seen it in football scenarios. I've seen it in real life scenarios. You're either built for this shit or you ain't.
Yeah.
And the reality is, when I look at these players on that pitch and I was watching that game, these men are not built for it. They're not built for it. And you know what? If they go on to win the league, good. I'll be glad they go on to win the league. But the reality is, I look at this squad, and I'm telling you now, there isn't a single Arsenal fan watching this show that would put their mortgage, their life, let alone even a tenner on these pussios winning the league. I'm telling you right now, they wouldn't.
I agree. I agree.
This is, you know, what G said.
What we've done. One second, Ali. What we've done, and I've done it, and we're all guilty of it. We've masked. We've seen the red flags. You know, it's like when you're in a relationship, and you think, "Ooh, my girl's moving sketchy," you know, but you just put it to your back of your mind, and you think, you know what I'm saying? Nah. She's just
That's right.
She's just there for me. Like, you try to reassure yourself. We've been reassuring ourselves. We've not been reassured by what we've seen on the pitch. We've not been reassured by the performances. We've reassured ourselves. We've told ourselves, no, let's ignore that. We're still top of the league, and we're just playing this game. When tonight, the chickens have come home to roost. And that's the reality of the situation. Now, we could go on to win this league. We could. And I pray to God we do. Because the shelling I'm going to get if we don't win this league.
Yeah.
That will.
It's gonna be a magic.
man.
But on a real, I genuinely, I'm not even vexed. I'm not even angry because I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. And the reason why I'm so disappointed is because I see the same scenario playing out this season. We've just bottled a 2-goal lead against the
And the league.
bottom club in the league. Like, Arsenal fans, you need to deep that. 2-0, and we've gone and given away a 2. Like, our whole project is built on defense. And we can't defend.
Yeah.
Why are so many
Yeah.
players
Yeah.
not performing?
Our whole
Why
project
have we got
is
so
built on
many
defense, and we
players?
can't defend.
They're not
Yeah.
performing because they haven't got mentality.
I
Do you know what?
personally believe.
I don't know.
Right,
I don't know. Once I don't know what I didn't see. I didn't hear what Arteta just said. But I want him to come into the studio and go, "This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit. These players didn't turn up tonight." I want him to go to the changing room and I want him to tear every single one of them a new asshole and say to them, "You are shit. You are shit. You were shit tonight. Sort it out. Get back into that changing room, and you had better turn up against the shit
Tottenham.
scum. Otherwise, I bet you the whole fucking lot of you, and I'll start the under-18s because this is a pile of bullshit, man. I can't cope with these people.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
We
She knows how I felt for years.
Ali, I'll come to you, Ali. We were sitting on the preview, and we said nothing but 3 points, no excuses, and the gloves would come off. We just drew.
Yeah.
We just gave away We gave away a 2-goal lead to the team that's accumulated 9 points all last season. Let me tell you, man, this is appalling. And we could talk about Eze, we could talk about Gyökeres, we could talk about all these man them. At the end of the day, we know the business we're in, Ali, Neil, Nick, Brenny. We know the business we're in. At the end of the day, it falls on the boss. That's who it falls on. Because when he does well and the team does well, if he goes on to win the quad, he's gonna get the accolades. He's gonna be the man that will go down in Arsenal history. So if he goes on to not win this league, it's on him, bruv. Ain't on. I'm not saying it's not on the players, but it's on him, 100%.
Yeah,
Ali.
Yeah.
For me, like, we're talking about mentality. I don't see Mikel Arteta, after watching the documentary, I don't see this guy being a pussy. I don't see him being a weak-minded manager. I don't see him not galvanizing his players and wanting to be so mentally weak on the pitch. I just can't accept. He may be a lot of things. Yeah. I know he's strong-minded. I know he's got a bit of arrogance about him internally.
Hate that documentary. I think it's all for clicks.
No, but these players. No, but he wouldn't have done it. I don't.
But
it's
there's
not like that. He's done with Man City.
Ali, there's walking the walk. Yeah. There's talking.
So the players have got to do the talking on the pitch, brother.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you might get a fighter now, and this fighter might be ripped. Yeah, absolutely ripped. The top athlete. Like when he's sparring, he's knocking man out for fun.
Exactly, but if he doesn't perform,
when you put him in the big ring, like big lights, you know, Wembley.
And if you don't perform, then who's it fall on?
This is. And don't get me wrong. I know it's not. I'm not putting it all down to Arteta, but this is the business we're in. The business we're in. At the end of the day, let's be honest. If these players don't go on to bring home a trophy, they're not gonna get the blame, bro. They're not getting the blame.
But they should. That's what I'm saying.
But this is not the business we're in.
I know. But what I'm saying is these players are also individuals, as you said. You can only control your own controllables. I can only control myself if I'm playing in defense, midfield, or attack. So do your role to the best of your ability. Why are we fumbling? Why are we sitting back? What I said about Arteta in the last 2 games against Brentford and Wigan, he's pushing these guys forward and they're going physically backwards on the pitch. So what
Guys,
do you want him to get a run onto the pitch and tell them to go up like it's a training ground session? If he's saying go up the pitch, that means go up the pitch. Listen to your coach from outside.
But this,
He's
but
looking at
then
the game from the outside. But the
But then
guys who are on the pitch.
But then the flip side to this though, then is like, okay, let's just say, put yourself in this. So let's just say you're Stan Kroenke, yeah. Now, if I'm Stan Kroenke, and my coach is saying run up the pitch, and these men are moonwalking back to goal,
Which they are.
then he has to go because them man ain't listening to him.
They're not listening. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're sick to death of it.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
but this is our point.
Why are they doing
the opposite of what the manager is saying when what he's saying is correct? What he's saying is correct, though.
But it's like anything, though, Coach. Like Coach Ali, look, it's like anything, yeah. You could be the sickest guy at running a business, yeah. Let's just say you're like one of the best CEOs in the world, yeah. You've been brought in to run this company, but none of your, let's just say theoretically, none of your employees buy into your vision, buy into your strategy. Eventually, what's going to happen is no one's going to buy into your strategy, so nobody's going to do anything that you tell them to do. So the strategy is not going to be executed. Guess what happens? CEO gets fired.
Of course, but
this is the world we live in.
They bought into a strategy all season, and these last 7 games they're not. What? It's a contradiction. So what I'm trying to say is these players need a lot more of the blame than they have been getting all season.
I agree. I agree.
So that's all I'm saying. Arteta can leave tonight if he wants. I'm not going to be upset if Arteta leaves this evening. I'm not going to be devastated. I'm not going to be crying in my bed tonight that Mikel's left the club. No. I want Luis Enrique. It's not a problem. What happens if he comes in and the same thing happens? These players, every time in the season, this happens. February, March, April.
So they got to go
This is a pattern. So the players have changed. The pattern hasn't changed. The manager has stayed the same. So sack the manager. Sack the manager, no problem. I don't mind. But all I'm saying is, as football fans, we need to start looking at our own players and stop looking at Arteta all the time.
I agree. But these players,
Saliba not being good in the air. That's why he went out on loan for 2 years, because he kept sliding down on the pitch, but everyone cussed Arteta. Gabriel was making mistakes in his first 2 seasons. Everyone wanted him out, and Arteta stuck by him. Martin Odegaard, he brought him in. He had a good season and a half. He's been bang average since. Okay? Raya came in. Everyone cussed the manager for that. He's been outstanding. He saved us more points this season than he's let us down. In every single game, he makes 2-3 outstanding saves, if and when called upon. Big Gabby makes mistakes.
Yeah.
He done it against Newcastle. Big Gabby makes mistakes. Saliba makes mistakes. Mosquera has not made a mistake. So that's on the manager. He needs to be brave now and take one of those big boys out at the back line and go with Mosquera until the end of the season. Because that kid, whenever he plays for the fucking badge. Because he's 21 years old.
It's not.
And we remember his name on the back.
It's not.
That is the kid we need on the pitch. That's our Anelka. That's our Anelka.
I agree,
Mosquera.
but this isn't about tactics. This isn't about tactics. This isn't about tactics. It's not about that. It's about the pure fact that these players don't have the mentality to think that they can go on and win the league.
They're arrogant because they think they already won
that's what it's about.
I don't know if it's arrogant.
Mentality.
I think they're short.
And they come out virgins. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they're arrogant.
No, but this is the thing. You know what you just said on that point there.
They are scared.
They think they're big bollocks, but when it actually comes down to it, they wet themselves before they start.
Yeah, they're scared, man. They're scared.
So, Geeks, you're right. So this is again, if we're the coaching staff, G's Arteta, and we're the staff, and fucking headphones, Jovic, and all that.
I don't know if they've
Come on, guys, like they've got everything they need. They're not kids anymore.
They're elite
Saliba's not 21.
This team has been
24 years old. You're a
this
French
team.
international. Big Gabby plays for Brazil.
Bro,
Yeah, he's
this team
he's
got
one
me
of the
drinking
leaders.
wine on a
Yeah.
Wednesday, bro.
On a
He's one of the
Wednesday.
leaders for
On a
Brazilian
Wednesday.
football.
You're on half time, man.
Declan Rice. Why isn't we need to speak about Declan Rice?
He looks gassed.
Posture
Yeah.
and all this
I think
stuff.
he's had too many hard minutes. He's
Yeah,
had
but
too many hard
Yeah.
minutes. Where we've
But-
got killed games, he's played to 90 minutes and beyond for too many matches. He got to the key end of the season. We
I
haven't
think
been rotating, not using Norgard, not using Miles.
I
And now
think he's
look at-
frustrated. He's frustrated.
Yeah, I do as well. I think
He's
he is.
frustrated because he's putting heart and effort into every game, man. And these guys are letting him down. The other players are letting him down. And I actually agree with you, Coach. I think I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and I just
He's the only one that's trying, man.
only thing I can see right now is in that dressing room. He must be sitting there with his head on his hands, or like G got a glass of wine in his hands, and he's sitting there going, "Why am I putting this effort in? Why am I doing this when I've got people like Saliba that can't header a ball at the back? I've got people like Martinelli who couldn't, excuse what I'm about to say, but he couldn't hit a hooker that he had paid for because he just can't score anything. The kid is brain dead. He's brain dead. He is brain dead. How many times is he losing the ball? How many times is he losing the ball on the wing there?
It's a
When
fact.
it was such an easy pass. And you know what? I don't want to hate on Timber because I think, again, Timber has been one of the best signings we've made. But the guy can't pass the ball forward. He can only pass it backwards. Tonight, I never saw one forward pass. The only freaking pass that went forward was Gabriel to Hincapié through the line, and look what happened. He scored a goal. The amount of times I'm here. I'm going, so I'm going to give Gyökeres some tonight as well, right? How many fucking don't run away from the ball, run into the channel.
2 weeks. So he's built like a brick shit house store and can't
Mate,
hold up anything.
that man is like a brick glass, mate. He's wrestling people that are like stick figure men, right? And he's falling on the ground every time. It's like he's got no balance. It's because his hair's too heavy on top. He's falling over all the time. The man can't wrestle with anyone in the Premier League.
It's the Arsenal curse, man. We're cursed,
No, man.
bro.
He's 6'5".
I think Wenger done something. I think it's Wenger. I'm putting this down onto Wenger. He done something.
No, man. These men need to stop smoking blow before they play football. I'm telling you,
bro.
Listen,
man.
Another way of looking at this is how many of our signings have been, like, if we were to quickly do a scale of 1 to 10 on our signings up to this point, the new lads that have come in, what are we scoring them?
Yeah, but
So
before
Madueke, what are we giving
before
Madueke out of 10?
December, I would have scored them all 10.
Madueke's
Okay,
a 5.
yeah.
Does everyone
Oh,
agree with us
Madueke.
on 5?
Oh, mate. I told you, I still want to get a refund for that boy from Chelsea.
I'm not going to give a score. I'm just going to say, okay, so that's Madueke. Eze?
4.
4. 4. I said the same, yeah. 4.
Yeah. Strictly Come Dancing. 7. Hincapié.
Oh,
7.
mate,
He's a 7.
7.
Yeah,
7.
yeah, he's good.
7.
I'm liking him.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Brain
I
OG.
think we signed him early.
Mascara? Oh, mate, 9.
For me,
Love it.
8/9.
Signing off the season.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. He's been the best one.
So
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres. 6, 7.
Let's be honest.
We're following, young man.
Let's be genuinely honest. Not just reaction tonight. He hasn't been above a 5.
Yeah.
No, you know what? No.
It might have been
In
a
the
couple of
Premier
games
League, he hasn't.
Okay, no, but what you're saying is if he's not been above a 5, that means you're saying that he's not had more impact than Noni. For me, he has. I would say he's not. He's been more, in my opinion. He's been more impactful than Eze and Noni. So I gave Eze a 4. I gave Noni a 5. I'd give Gyökeres a 6.
I'll go 6.
I just think we need to hold up. Do
Zubamendi.
you remember Forrest Gump, where he would run and they all had to hold up the cars to get him to stop? I think with Nonny, we have to hold up the cards when to pass or when to. Do you know
Don't be like that.
He just
you know,
runs
Ollie.
his
Don't be like
funny.
that. Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Zubimendi,
Zubimendi.
No, Zubi Mendy
Oh,
straight.
Seven.
Zubi's good. Yeah, he's
7
a
or
7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8. He's been
Yeah.
consistent. He's been consistent.
Yeah,
Am I
The
missing
problem is,
anybody?
at some point, the wheels are gonna fall off because the brothers played like every second of every.
It's not a 6.
with no break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zubimendi's not a 6. Zubimendi's not a 6 in my opinion.
No.
Seven.
Zubimendi's an 8.
7 or 8.
He's an 8.
7 or 8.
Like,
Yeah.
as in a position.
As a
Oh,
player,
yeah.
As
He's
in
an 8.
position,
playing
yeah.
an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rice
You know,
would be a
I'd rather have
6.
Rice. I'd rather have Rice in the 6.
Yeah,
Zubimendi
100%.
He's played the 8 before.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, in Spain. he has.
And who was the last one I said?
Norgard.
Who's missing?
Norgard.
What we giving him?
Norgard's
Oh, I don't know.
7, man.
He hasn't
No,
played.
He hasn't let us down. He hasn't let us down when he
I
has
like
played.
when I see him. He's a bit
He
like
hasn't
Jorginho.
man.
But he hasn't played.
He should have played
No.
tonight. He should have played tonight.
There we go. So
Yeah.
my point is,
Yeah.
we brought in 7, 8 players, and none of them are. The majority of them are below
This is it.
6 and below.
But that's the way.
But what-
Now, if you
what-
went through the
Here's-
attackers.
Here's
If you
an
went
even
through the
better one.
attackers,
Yeah,
what would
I
you
was gonna
give
say. Yeah, geeks. Here's an even better one. Let's score the attackers out of 10.
Yeah.
Let's
For the
go,
season. For the season.
So
Kick it off.
let's go. Madueke's a 5.
Yeah.
Let's say what we rating Saka this season.
2.
Ooh.
Oh.
2.
Okay, are we
What
talking
has he
Premier
done
League
apart-
or
Okay.
are we talking
No,
Premier League?
We're going
He
for
scored tonight and he just
Saka's
come
got
out.
to be a 4.
season.
Point is,
Saka's a 4 for me.
For his
I'd say
standard,
5. Oh yeah, I hear
I'm
you.
gonna-
I hear you, coach. For what he can do.
what's he done?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we say
Injured?
we're saying
but
Madueke's
no,
a 5.
Yeah,
Saka's a 4. Yokerez, we've already said, is a 6.
I'll
Jesus
give-
has got to be lower than
Oh,
Yokerez.
2.
Gyökeres
Yeah.
for me is a 5. I'd give
Martinelli?
Jesus a 1. Martinelli in the Premier League
Oh,
0.
mate. 0.
Bruv,
Trossard
I'm just
Some-
talking
Trossard's been
Premier
our-
League. I'm not
Trossard's
talking
been our
Premier
best
League.
attacker.
somebody
Trossard,
said
Premier League.
earlier-
Premier League
Trossard
only.
8.
Yeah. Somebody said earlier in the comments, they were like, every Premier League team has an X factor. Do you remember when we were talking about this in a couple of
Yeah.
streams ago?
Yes.
We were saying
Who's
to
our
win
star
the
man?
league, you need a Haaland, you need a Salah, you need a Aguero, you need a
Henry.
We have a
I don't
Haaland.
care
but
anyone
Anelka.
from
from
you
England.
get the point. You need a top attacker that's in form, that's gonna fire you to the league. Right now, bruv, we're firing blanks.
Right now,
Okay.
our best players are 6. Declan Rice.
No,
Bro,
he's not.
Okay. You know
Out
what?
of all the
Everything.
attackers,
Brenny.
gone. Bren?
Go on. No, sorry. Yeah, just quickly. Before we go on, what G just said there, he was spot on. And I've seen, I think you all have as well. I've seen 5 titles in my lifetime, right? And when it comes to attacking players, all the times we won the league title 5 times, we played 4-4-2. So when we won in '89, Alan Smith, Paul Merson,
Kevin Campbell.
Kevin Campbell was on loan at late night in '89, but he was on.
89,
He
okay,
was, but he was suited. He was suited and booted with some of the players at Anfield that day. So Alan Smith was a Golden Boot winner. He was a talisman, right? One of the most underrated strikers this club's ever had. And Paul Merson was Young Player of the Year. So when he had, that was a strike force we had, and we had some great wingers as well, and Brian Martin. 1991, George Graham was smart because we only lost 1 league game. Alan Smith, top scorer again. Paul Merson then went up. He was up front. Then he went on to. Then he played on the wing. We had Anders Limpar as well. Rocastle missed most of that season, but Kevin Campbell came into the side and he was scoring goals that pushed us towards the league, and he was only like 20, 21 at the time. And then 98, Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
98, Dennis Bergkamp. Ian Wright only played a handful of games. He's only scored 10. And then Anelka made that, and Mark Overmars late goals. 2002, Bergkamp, Henry, Carlo Wiltord,
Pires,
Ljungberg. match winners. All of them
Yep.
were match winners.
Yep.
You know, and had the X
Reyes,
factor.
Jose Reyes. Even
Reyes.
Reyes, God rest his soul.
Reyes is 2004. 2004 Reyes, of course, and with the same names I mentioned plus Reyes. So those, what I'm trying to say from what G was saying, compared to this squad, we had players with X factor. We had about 6 or 7 match winners, and it's like none of them are stepping up to the plate right now.
Yeah. Guys, I've got a
In the
question for
games
you.
that we need to win.
Name me one attacker this season that has turned up and put in 3 good performances in a row.
None.
Trossard.
Tumbleweed, bruv. Tumbleweed.
Has Trossard done 3 in a row?
Tumbleweed.
Are we in the Premier League?
Yeah. In the Premier
None.
League.
Oh, Premier League. Premier League.
Yeah,
None.
sorry.
No, that's
Premier
none.
League I'm talking. It's not,
This
isn't
is
it?
what-
Okay.
this is what we're
Can you
talking
win a
about.
title with that?
The player ratings
No,
that we're
you can't.
giving, the conversations we're having now, this is all to do with the Premier League only. Forget Champions League and all that stuff.
Well,
Because the
Trossard's been
cup
our best
competitions,
attacker.
people are attacking us. We cannot break down low blocks where there's 2 or 3 players on Saka every single time. That's been going on for 2-3 years. We haven't figured that out. He comes into 10 today, and I think he's injured again. So again, availability is the best ability. What do they say? Availability is the best ability.
Yeah.
They're not available this season. Havertz played 3 games out again, muscle issue. Saka. These hamstring surgeries have done a number on these players.
He
Unfortunately,
lost pace.
He has lost.
He couldn't get beyond the defence today.
I saw Saka at Brentford tracking back, and it felt like he was forcing to sprint. It felt like he was running backwards, and I was looking, scratching my head, thinking, "What's happened to him?"
Yeah.
But what's happened to him? Then I looked at him, and I was watching him. His legs are so big now; he's too bulky. He went from being like a cheetah, athletic, very nimble, to now being like he's got a build
Elephant.
like a tiger. Like they're not going to move as quick. He's not as nimble. I was saying this earlier in my day job. I don't want certain athletes being bulky up top. I'd rather be bottom heavy and they're loose up top. With these footballers, they're getting too bulky. We don't need Ahmed Traore. We need Bukayo Saka. And now I guarantee we've ruined him in terms of his pace. He's not getting that back. I guarantee you that, because he's too bulky in his legs. His quads are massive. His legs are that thick. He's a big lad, lower half of the body. And he's just not striding like he used to. Kai Havertz, muscular injuries. Trossard's the only one that's really kind of stayed fit. He got a bit of an impact, didn't he? I think he'll be back for the weekend, but not enough injuries, not enough cohesion because of the injuries. Bad in-game management by the manager. So this is a whole, like the club review, it's going to be very interesting to see what Andrea Berta does at the end of the season. Because the manager for me is at a 5 out of 10. That's being generous. Maybe a 4. Okay. The players are not far behind at a 5 or a 6. And then you got your odd performers like a Zubamendi, a Declan Rice, a Raya that have gone to a 7, 8, 9. And the rest are just floating around. They're looking around at others to lead them. So as Lee Dixon said earlier, and I'll go to that point where I made earlier, Lee Dixon was like, this is the type of the season. I'm really looking forward to this week. Arsenal got a great chance of getting 7 points clear tonight. Then they play Tottenham on Sunday. They could really do some damage. And he was like, I'm getting goosebumps. It's on X. And he said this, or whatever it was, TikTok, or whatever he was doing. And he basically said, it reminded me of the days when we went for the league title in my last Premier League win, when he was 38 years old. And he was like, as a senior player, I was going up to the younger lads and saying, look, lads, come on, we got this. We've got to do this today. Who's doing that in our dressing room? Arteta we can't keep blaming Arteta on the mentality front when you've got 22, 25 players in a squad. Mikel Marino's won the Euros. Zubamendi's won the Euros. Saka's won the FA Cup. Big Gabby Saliba won the FA Cup.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice has won the community. What they call
Euro. Yeah.
Yeah, Eze won the FA Cup last season. So these are Victor Gyökeres won the Spanish, the Portuguese league. Hincapié is a
Jesus has
treble
Premier
winner
League titles.
in
Yeah.
Bundesliga. So I've just named 9 players there. Raya, he won the Euros. He was on the bench, but he was in that atmosphere. He understands that.
it's
What
part
are
of the
you
squad.
dopey that you don't know what the atmosphere is in the changing room and what you have to do as a squad player to encourage the others? Yes, Arteta is a problem, but these players are not as good as we think they are, in my personal opinion, at this stage of the season.
Just a quick one, Ali. Coach Ali, Neil, Brenny, Nick. I've got to go. I've spoken to Bobby backstage. Bobby's going to take the lead on giving you man the stage at the end of the show and end of the stream. But yeah, I've got to peace out at this point in time. So yeah, I'll leave you to it, lads. Enjoy.
All right.
See you in the rant in the Discord.
Peace.
Innit? See ya.
Love, bro.
I think on that, guys, Tottenham is the perfect game for us to get a reaction, right? To get the boys and show us that is there any fight in this team, then it'll be that they'll go to White Hart Lane and get those 3 points. And it could be that our fate is decided one way or another this weekend, because if we lose to Tottenham and City have a run at taking the lead, then the way we're playing, I don't see us pulling that back with current how we currently are.
Guys, on that note, City will still lose games this season.
You're mute, Neil.
Oh,
I will. I can hear you, Neil.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear Neil? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear him.
Hang on.
Carry on.
You blocked him. You blocked him.
Yeah. City will still lose games this season.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. But it's not going to take a lot to overtake this Arsenal team. I can guarantee you now that those City players will be in their WhatsApp group with Pep tonight going, mate, it's happened again. And that, unfortunately, is what other teams are going to be singing to us for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And I hope that these players start to realize that these people, every team we play against, are going to say they're bottling it. It's happened again. Honestly, it's like the Arsenal-y. Can't be a Spursy. And I'm telling you now that these City boys will be in their group chat tonight going, mate, these bunch of soft, you know what? They don't have the stomach for this. That's what's going to happen. So it is down to these players to go in there. I want Rice to go in there, and I want him to call out every single one of those players tonight. Yeah. I want Raya to call out Gabby for getting in his way. I want him to scream at him and say to him, what are you doing? I want Arteta to go in there, and I want him to lay into Martinelli. In fact, break the guy's leg so he can't play football again. Right? Do us all justice. Right? Do us all justice. No, man, but you know what? Like this, I've kept this in for a little while now because I think of myself as quite a pragmatic guy, and I've kept this in for a long time. I don't wish harm on anyone. That was a joke, but that man, why is Arteta not looking at him, going, he's dead on his feet. Take him off the pitch. I don't care if you put a defender on. Yeah. I don't care if you put a defender on there. The guy is dead on his feet. Take him off the pitch, right? The pure fact that I'm sitting there and I'm saying to start the game, that game should have been put to bed in the first half. Easy. Yeah. It was simple as that. City would have gone there and put 3 or 4 past them in the first half. I'm telling you now.
I've got to say, it's the football gods, though. We had Trossard pissing around doing all of that sort of stuff on the pitch.
Yep.
And all these other players, Saka, all these players going down injured, and they scored in injury time.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get up and
Yeah.
play the bloody match, and that injury time wouldn't have been there. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Exactly.
thanks.
And there is that
Yeah.
that there as well. You know, so you know we got what we deserved. We got what we deserved. There is that is it. And
Boys,
time for us to fight back or throw it.
As Dodzy was saying, it should have been maybe 2 or 3 at half time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we go into the second half, we're 2-0 up, OG. And then I don't know what happens.
Passive.
How
We're
can you
inviting
let?
pressure.
It's confusing.
Yeah. We were doing what we normally do. Like what Dodsy just said. You know, it's like we always like invite pressure on when we're 2-0 up, and you just think, you know what? Let's just keep it up. You know, yeah, just go and win. Let's be 5-0 up. 5-0 up with 20 minutes to go.
But this is the Premier League. Any team can do that to you in the Premier League. They have good enough players up front, apart from us, have good enough players to go and do that to any team in the Premier League. We've seen this year after year. We've played people in the bottom half of the league, or let's just call it the bottom 3. Last year we did it. I'm sitting there going, Arteta, if it's not you, and it may not be, he might be screaming like Ali said, get up the pitch, get that ball up the pitch, play attacking football. If it's not him, then I agree with all of you. Why is that happening? Why are they disregarding Arteta?
Yeah.
If that's the case, why are they disregarding Arteta? Are they bored of his tactics? Are they sitting there going, he doesn't have the mentality to win it, like we don't have the mentality? Because I can tell you now, none of those players in that changing room right now, tonight, if we as fans are feeling like this, they are sitting there going, we're not winning this league.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, you know what, guys? Sorry, Ali, just quickly. I think really what it is for me, you get players. It's not just Arsenal, because it's happening all around the world where players are not playing for the manager right now, especially if the manager's been there for a certain amount of years. I think what was happening in Real Madrid was a disgrace with Xavi Alonso.
Alonso,
It was an absolute disgrace.
5 seconds.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And you don't want to play for a manager who almost did a treble, but did an unbelievable domestic double with Leverkusen in his first season there, and also he was a world-class player. So you're not going to give him that level of respect. What's all that about? I just find that it's very infectious in the world of football where players, and I always find that it tends to be more attacking players that just don't want to play for their managers.
For me, as a person, as I am, and how I go about my work and my business, and how I treat certain individuals, well, just whoever I come in contact with, I've always kept it consistent. I've always had this internal belief of myself. I've always wanted to put a smile on people's faces. I've always wanted to encourage people to be better and change if they can and want to. That's my line of work. That's what I do, right? And to see these players just not be consistent in their performances and their fight and their own personal self. Forget the manager. If I'm going on that pitch, I'm playing for my fans. I'm playing for myself. I'm playing for my family. I don't care about the manager. Because when I get on the pitch, I'm going to do what I want to do. And if he's saying get up the pitch, that basically means play in their half.
Right.
So when I say get up the pitch, he's not saying just get up the pitch and launch it. Play out and stay in. He wants them to press high. He wants them to play in the attacking half of the pitch. So why are you retreating? Because that's a boring way of football. But your manager's telling you to go up the pitch. He's not saying go back and defend. He's telling you go the opposite way. So why are you retreating as a team? It does not make sense. Gabby, up! And Gabby's on the mid in between the penalty box and the centre circle, looking at him like looks lost.
Victor Gyökeres was on the pitch for 65 minutes and did not have one shot on or off target.
Listen,
explain
when
that
it
to me.
comes to the attacking side,
why buy a player, stick him in the middle,
and
not use him or even build towards him?
Absolutely. So that's on Arteta. That is on Arteta.
On that point,
but we're talking about mentality.
I've got a question to ask you. When is the last time you saw? I'm not even going to go a whole football game. I'm going to go half a football game here. When is the last time you saw a half of fluid football, passing through the lines, moving off the ball in the league?
Well, I've got to say the first bit we started, we were
10 minutes. I'm saying first a whole half of
Aston Villa.
Second half. Yeah.
Newcastle away, maybe.
Is that a championship winning mentality?
We're struggling to pull up games.
We can't put five clean ones together.
Yeah.
Brenny, you've got the most I've seen Arsenal win 4 league titles. You've seen Arsenal win 5. I don't know what the other boys how many titles you've seen,
guys. Sorry, just Bobby just sent a message saying we've got to wrap it up. He's still at the stadium and wants to get home.
Oh shit!
Right.
Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah.
So just quickly then, just to finish, in summary, this team at the moment, for me personally. Let's go around and just give a summary of what we've just spoken about, everybody, and then Bobby can go to everyone to wrap up. So just quickly, in summary, me personally, unfortunately, I've been trying to stay positive all season, and I've been trying to support these players as best I can. Forget the manager, the players. The manager does play a role, but me personally, I just don't think that. Even though we've got the best squad in the league, we are equipped to win this league, whether it's the manager or the mentality of the players. Because I don't believe that Mikel Arteta has a mentality of not wanting to win. I just don't believe these players are consistent. I don't believe they're consistent in their own personal performance. Evaluate yourself as a human being, as an individual. How much do you actually want to win? I don't see that in the majority of these players. Declan Rice, I see it. Joe Mendy, I see it. Raya, I see it. I don't see it. Timber, maybe. Timber looks like he's fatigued. So that's on the manager. A lot of things do go on the manager as well, but I just feel like I don't think we're going to win the league. We'll be lucky to win a cup. And if we do, that's going to mask the cracks in the Premier League. And God knows what's going to happen in the Champions League, because there's Inter Milan are losing 3-1 this evening, lost 3-1 to Bodo Glimt this evening. So that is an open tournament, but the bread and butter is the Premier League, as we all know. We've watched football enough, and we are just not performing consistently, and we haven't done since Sunderland away, which is quite worrying, because we bottled that in the last minute, the goal. United, we scored to make it 2-2. They went and scored straight away. What happened tonight? We scored 2-0. They scored within 5 minutes. We're having those moments as well. So we're not being very well organised as a defence all of a sudden. We haven't kept consistent clean sheets. Clean sheets win your leagues. Defences win your leagues. We've got up to 20 goals, I think.
Yeah. So my summary of I know we seem to be summarising our season up until now. So I'm going to do it really quickly. I gave this team, from the performances I've seen throughout December, January, and now into February, I gave this team tonight's game I've been positive. I mean, I came in tonight and said, oh no, we're going to walk all over these guys, 5-0 victory, easy money, move on to the next game. I gave them tonight to prove to me that we can go on and win this league, get it up to 7 points. After tonight, seeing what I saw on the pitch tonight, this team doesn't have it in them to go and win the league. and I'm not just being negative because of tonight's game, and I want to be proven wrong by every single player on this on our side. I want to be proven wrong. From what I saw tonight, they do not go and win this league. We'll be lucky to win a cup, but I don't see the mentality to win the league, and that's my from tonight. That's my honest opinion. From now on, I won't be disappointed for the rest of the season because I don't think we'll win the league. If we win the league, I take my hats off. I'll come up to London. I will drink. I will party with everyone else. But I'm telling you right now, I don't see that happening. So I'm going to stop my disappointment from tonight.
I think for me, in summary, we've got to start showing some fight. We're still 5 points. If they win, it's 2 points. We're not dead yet, but we're on the ropes. And so we need to do better. And every single player needs to look himself hard in the mirror and decide whether he wants to be runners-up or a champion. And that is it.
Well said.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't think we'll win the league. The reason why, and I think I've said it already, haven't I? I said why. The reason why we won't win is mainly because of these draws. I don't think we will lose games. Losing, but it does. The draw does feel like a defeat, though.
It does.
I feel if we don't win this league, if we don't win this league, we'll probably just lose one more game. That won't be necessarily to City, but I think they'll take over us because we will have these silly draws. I'm thinking in away games because we've got some difficult London derbies coming up. So for me, that's the reason why I think we won't win the league. But I wouldn't be surprised if we win a domestic cup because they're one-off games.
Cool.
On the football takeover, let's keep it quick so Bobby can get away. You can find all four of us here on the football takeover for Brenny 4K 74K channel. Please, if you haven't already, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching us and joining our therapy session. We are very grateful for you to joining us. And Coach Ali,
big up.
Final word.
On to you, Coach.
Obviously, appreciate you all as always. Apologies for my rants in between, but I've been holding that in since December.
Oh, it's all right.
Good.
Years.
So that's another side of me. But yeah, I appreciate you all. We appreciate the comments. Please do share, like, and subscribe here at Football Takeover. We are also on X, Instagram, and TikTok as our @ is Football TK over on those 3 platforms, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday for the preview for Arsenal versus Spurs in a massive London derby. Now, let's see what happens. Can the boys bounce back, or are Arsenal on a slippery slope, and will our poor form continue?
And thank you to Bobby for staying extra.
Thank you, Bob.
Absolutely. And really sorry, Bobby, I didn't realise.
Big up,